It's like Fun Friday. It's like Fun Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Fun Friday. It's like Fun Friday, you fucking losers. It's like Fun Friday. It's like Fun Friday.
I wonder, is there a Christmas remix, do you think, of the Flat Fuck Friday tune? Because I do love it. I just wonder if there's a holiday edition.
I don't know. With all this new AI stuff, we could generate our own.
We probably could. Yeah, we probably could. We'll
Throw
get on that
in there and say, put a little Christmas background to this.
That's right. Yeah. I'm sure the AI, I would guess everybody knows about the FF Friday song by now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is a FF Friday. It is the 12th.
FF Cold Friday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a working from home. Like, I've got a huge fire, as you can see behind me. It's roaring. I'm sure you can hear the snap and crackle of it in the background. Rather chilly in the old basement here today. Brr. A little bit chilly. What is the temp outside? Have you been out and about this morning yet? Lost you. Audio's gone.
Come on, Rhett.
Yeah, you're gone. Nah. See ya, buddies. This show is a presentation of Bet365. Game props, player props, totals, the money line. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app, get in the game. You must be 19 years of age or older to do so. We'll get our football picks coming your way, which I don't even know why I bother telling you about that, because it's really nothing to look too forward to. But that is coming up. Bet365. Get on your phone. If you haven't already, use the promo code NATION when you sign up. That's what it's all about. And then, of course, we've got the super chat. Everybody's sitting around. You're cold. You're freezing. You got enough time to put a little money into the old YouTube chat as we are live today on this the middle of December. Like everything else, I bit of a procrastinator, and I was very happy looking at those single digits. December 3rd, December 5th, December. Oh, I got lots of time. This is good. How long? How far? Oh, we got time. I don't put that off. I'll get around to it eventually. Now it's the 12th. We're now a couple days into double digits. Bit of a nervous Nelly. Think we got you now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got you.
Don't know what I got. Apparently, I need a new cord.
Yeah, you need a cord. Yeah, need a cord.
Tell that the boss in Toronto send me a cord.
Yeah, maybe he'll bring one to dinner.
Right.
He can give it to you at dinner coming up next week.
I'm 50-50.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. What's happening? How are we doing today?
I was going to tell the story that I know it's cold out. I did go outside. I didn't know the exact temperature, but I had a friend from Buffalo just text me saying, how in the F are you surviving up there in that miserable weather?
Yeah.
He quoted a temperature of minus 31.
Is that what it is? Let me check here.
Holy, minus 31 wind chill? WTF, Dean? WTF.
Yeah, I'm not as bad. See, I live a long ways from you. I've got minus 19 and minus 25 here.
Oh, you're fine then.
Yeah. That's bugger all right there. That's nothing. As we sit here in the balmy McLeod Law LLP studios. McLeod Law. It's the holiday season, Christmas parties. Things might go awry. A whiskey. Just never know. Just behave at your Christmas party. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, you can get shit canned if you don't.
You can. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, I forgot to put these in. I'll just send them to Jack. Speaking of, I'm not saying. You never know. But things can happen around the holidays.
There's a lot of mistletoe out there.
You get into the sauce, and next thing you know, oh, you got some splaining to do. Pinder not in today. He is in Edmonton, where it's got to be cold. I mean, it's got to be cold up there. Yo!
Did he survive the game last? Like, he went to a hockey game last
I know
night.
he went to the Hippo Tank last night, and apparently he's good luck. 4 points for McDavid. They get a big win. They swing a trade. He's turned things around. Good old Pinder.
God, I hope he stays.
Just stays up there. Imagine if he got some kind of a job offer that's I have to take this. It's too good, and then have to live up there after all the shit he's thrown out.
I don't think he'd do it no matter what.
Yeah,
I think he'd take less to stay in Calgary. That's commitment.
Yeah, it is. That's something. McLeod Law, LLP Studios, here today on a Friday. It is not a game day. No helmets necessary. No Santa hat retro.
Shoveler's looking for one.
All right.
Yeah.
People are commenting on your jersey. Rocking the Flames jersey. That's the there it is. The Clark Wilm. Now, how did you come to be in possession of that thing?
My camera's a little tilty. Of this jersey?
Yeah.
I spent $1 gajillion on it, outbidding some rich old farm lady at his charity event. It was painful.
Now, why did you feel the need to outbid a rich old farm lady?
Well, like most things, it comes back to the amount of booze you've consumed. And I'm not going to lose to you, you crazy bee. No way. She's probably got $1 gajillion just been farming down there for.
I'll tell you what, that is
decades.
Oh, Christmas gifts. You got to hide some stuff.
I got to hide some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of, there are some sneaky, really wealthy farmers out there. I was at a car auction one time. It was quite a few years ago. But there's a guy milling about. He's clearly a farmer. He's got his farmer uniform on. There you go. There it is. He's looking around. Yeah. Then the bidding starts on this. It's like a canary yellow Corvette convertible. He's got it's really this guy's bidding. The guy won this Corvette. It was over like $100,000 or something. It's like, so I had to say, well, congrats on the car. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever drive it, but maybe my kid will drive it. I don't know. We'll see.
Kind of nice. I thought it might. Yeah,
that's a good life. Yeah, I don't know. It's nice when your impulse buy is a 6-figure sports car. I was at the auction anyway. Figured I'd pick up something.
Mine was way too many figures. Clark Wilm. That was my.
Yeah,
and it's terrible.
Yeah.
What?
Hope this cord hangs in. What I was getting to is you just never know around the holidays. Now, this the LA Kings, I don't know when this game was. It doesn't matter. LA Kings playing the Seattle Kraken happened to coincide. You know how the teams, they'll do this parents trip. We're going to take, it's the dad's trip, it's the mom's trip. Well, they had the same thing going at the same time. So they decided what we should do is, well, maybe get a suite and the parents can, I don't know. It's what they decided to do. So I believe it was the Kraken father's trip and the King's mom's trip.
Ooh.
I would think somewhere there's some husbands and wives back at home saying, so what was going on in this suite?
Well, first of all, terrible management by team service. Cameras or phone.
Get the
phones
cameras
and cameras
out.
left at the door. Like, you can't be.
And I, of course, as you can see, it's the worst place to be caught because everyone has their name on them.
Busted.
So who are you with? Did I see you with Kevin Fiala's? No. What? Why would you think that, babe? I don't know. Oh. Shit. I don't know why. If I'm on a dad's trip, I don't need to go carousing with the hens from the other team. Your mic's gone again. There's going to be a trouble. There's going to be a problem. And in fairness, to our credit, talking about procrastination, this mic cord has only been an issue for about 3 years. Like, I know when you were in Buffalo, we were dealing with this.
I don't think. I think your memory of it is off.
No,
well, then somebody should have brought it to the attention of the person that has the mic cord. I have no idea. I can hear myself perfectly, no problem.
Well, I don't think that again comes down to the headphone level. If it was loud enough, you would hear that it would not be on.
No, but I can also hear myself talk, so I really don't even need the headphones.
That's what I mean. that's what I mean. Anyway,
that's fine. Right. You can just carry on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cold. I can go make soup.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do today. God. I feel like there's going to be something that's going to come up that's just going to derail it.
Well, as long as it doesn't mean you have to leave the house.
Turn off the lights. Turn this stupid camera off. I'm already at home. I might just have myself a nice little day. There's going to be something that's going to foul everything up. I just know it. I know it.
Probably Jack.
I was going to say, and I don't think it'll be Pinder, but it's hard to say as well. Hard to say. We got Dreger coming up in a couple minutes. He'll join us. He was going to Churchbridge. Was he going for the holidays? He was going last week. I can't recall. We'll find out where he's at and what he's doing. Busy night in the NHL last night. The Flames are off. They're going to California. They're going to play the LA Kings and the San Jose Sharks. This is a nice little, you know what? Good for them. Little couple days in between. It just turns cold here. They're going to California. Well done. Obi. It's got to be an Obi thing.
I don't know how he pulls it off. He's brilliant. How he knows what the weather's going to be in December, so he books a trip to LA.
Yeah, very well done. Very well done. Before we get to Dregs, we'll tell you about InvestMed. We've been telling you about it a lot, and we will continue to tell you about it because, and I brought it up the other day, this is, again, slow on picking things up. That's how I kind of roll. Why wouldn't you go with your loved one? This would be a couples thing. Hey, the kids are getting older. We're almost kicking them out. Whatever the situation is, be nice to enjoy some life. How's our health? We don't know. How do you know? You get busy. We know what it is. Just tap the brakes a little bit and just take a look into the future and think about what that future looks like. And with InvestMed, they can not only help you do that, but they can also mitigate your risk for developing a serious illness. Early detection, potentially life-threatening problems can be avoided altogether with the help of InvestMed. You can have your the first 1 hour consultation. You sit down with the InvestMed physician, $199. They do the full kind of intake, find out what your life's all about. And then from there, you go to work blood tests and a screening battery that can identify health risks and all that sort of thing. And then if there is something to get after, they will help you work through it from start to finish. And if there is nothing, you have great health, then you feel real good.
Celebrate the season.
About the season and everything. That's right. Invest-med.ca is the website. Think about it for 2026.
I sent a link to a couple buddies today, actually.
Yep. It's a good idea. Be smart about it.
Well, I saw them and I'm like, Jesus, you look like hell.
So, yeah.
You clearly need help.
Yeah. It's like when somebody's got some bad breath and you just kind of pass them a pack of gum. It's like, ooh, InvestMed. Just give them a call. We'll go to the Insider Hotline. It's a presentation of Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating, all residential plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They've been doing this for over 23 years, over 30,000 projects. They got the garage heater. Oh, boy. She's humming in there today, boy. Loving the garage heater. The furnace is working great. Maybe this is that cold snap. And this is one of when the boys were here a couple weeks ago, putting in the garage heater. They, I don't know what it is. They have this kind of system. All of their phones are attached to it so that when somebody's like, my furnace is broken down, I have no heat. Everybody gets the alert. Who's closest? Who can be there first? Shoom, guys out the door. It's the no heat warning that they get. It's very, I was very impressed.
They're at my house right now, Dean.
Well, take care of yourself.
They're
literally just right there.
The retro.
That's how it works. CrystalClearCalgary.com. Whenever something, even maybe plan ahead, get that new hot water tank and all that. But if something happens to go a little bit sideways for you in this cold snap or over the course of the holidays, the first and only thing that should pop in your head is Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating. TSN Hockey Insider, Darren Dreger. He joins us. Dregs, we're halfway through December.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your status with Christmas? There needs to be meat in the freezer and booze in the fridge and presents under the tree, and a lot of time that falls on the man of the house.
Yeah, well, I'm okay in the meat department. That's always pretty much settled. The booze will have to be restocked, no question about that. The present situation, terrible at it.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely brutal at it. So, and the problem that I have is I'm heading out west for 4 or 5 days, 17th to the 23rd. So now the countdown is right there, right? Yeah. So I literally have Monday and Tuesday to legitimately Christmas shop, or I get caught in the swell and the crush of Christmas Eve shopping, and I'm not going to do that. So
yeah,
Monday or Tuesday are going to be interesting for me.
I woke up feeling the same pressure today, Dregs. Most things are pretty much in line, but then there's the present situation it's catching up to me.
Well, and I don't know what your better halves are like, but I get the same thing every year. Don't worry about it. What more do I need? I've got everything. Mm-hmm. No, that's worse. Like, give me something specific.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Tell me what you want.
Yeah, I went through a nice stage where the shoveler would purchase her own, but that has fallen off, and now it's left up to me, and it's a terrible existence. Just terrible.
Yeah, because they're testing, they're expecting you to be creative and thoughtful.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at either.
And see, I feel like, because I'm in your spot, Retro, I've got here's a box. I bought this. If you want to just wrap it and just give it to me, because I don't need anything. So I bought this. You can just So if you only give her back the stuff that she's bought for herself, I feel like you're still not off the hook. It's like,
you're off the hook. No,
so you didn't really get me anything. You just gave me the stuff I bought myself. I feel like
well,
it's a trap.
Don't know, because I gave a wedding ring and that got upgraded all on its own without any of my knowledge. So I mean, that seems
no kidding.
See, yeah.
I've been married long enough. Would you believe going on 35 years? 35. Nice. Anyway, I mean, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together when we got engaged way back in the day, 1990, 89, something like that. So I felt obligated to upgrade when the finances were justified down the road that you had to upgrade, right? So, but that also felt weird, because it's like, well, I don't know, like, why do we have to do this? But we did it.
I've also walked into stores in the city of Buffalo where we don't live and had people behind the tables.
Oh, we're having some mic cord issues with Retro today. There we go. Yeah, he's a little in and out.
Oh, sorry. I walked into a store in Buffalo and they were like, the guy behind the till's like, yeah, Mr. Warner over here. We got all your stuff's right here.
All your stuff.
I didn't even know I was going in this store. I didn't have, like, this was a random, pop into this store, see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks how it all goes out, how it all blows over. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll jump right to it. The biggest news of the day is coming out of Edmonton and Pittsburgh. Finally, the Oilers now, the thing was, they need to improve on their goaltending. They've addressed their goaltending. I guess that's the big question, as Tristan Jarry is in and Stuart Skinner is out, among other things, along with Brett Kulak, and there's some picks in that going. But if you're just an Oiler fan today and you hear the news, you traded for a goalie, Skinner out, Tristan Jarry in, should they feel like the team has addressed the goaltending?
I don't think so. Maybe modestly. I think Tristan Jarry is marginally better than Stu Skinner. I mean, this guy was on waivers not long ago, but in fairness to Tristan Jarry, he's been pretty good this year. So, if he can play that way and, erase kind of the scouting negative on Tristan Jarry is he has a tendency to let in a bad one or two. So he's going to have to eliminate that. And if he does, then the Oilers take you on that contract. Okay, maybe it's worthwhile. When I first saw it, I went, that seems like an overpay from Edmonton's standpoint. And maybe I'm in the minority here. I happen to like Kulak. I think he's a good defenseman. I don't know, is he capable of being a 4? Is he a 5'6"? I think he's capable. I guess Stan Moman felt like, all right, we're going to get younger, so they acquire Spencer Stastny from the Nashville Predators. How do you analyze this kid? Well, he's 25. I mean, he's played 81 NHL games. Now, somebody close in Nashville says he's a decent player. He's got a limited offensive upside. He's a terrific skater. He defends well, closes well. There's lots of parts of Stastny's game to like. So I guess from that perspective, Edmonton feels like, all right, well, he's maybe not quite as good as Kulak, but as an unrestricted free agent, you've got some property rights here in Stastny, who's a restricted free agent at the end of the year. So then if you kind of boil it all through, if the defense is a wash and the goaltending is just okay, you've basically given away 2 draft picks.
Yeah.
Now, if Tristan Jarry comes in and he solves all the goalie issues or concerns in Edmonton, then it's draft picks that were worthwhile and including in a deal. Otherwise, it's change for the sake of change.
Yeah, it's a second rounder in the did I read this in the 2029 NHL draft? I didn't even know you could draft that far into the future. I mean,
yeah.
We're all going to be dead by then. How do you trade 20?
I hope not.
2029 picks, and it's a 2027 third in the Stastny deal. And you know what? You talk about time flying. I was like, oh, Jarry's a younger goal. Jarry's already 30. It feels like I remember playing for the Oil Kings or whatever. Oh yeah, this makes sense. He's going to go back there. He's 30 years old. This is not a.
Yeah.
I mean, by now we kind of know what Tristan Jarry is, and I think
I think so.
He's an NHL goaltender who the verdict is kind of, I'm not sure he's a full-time, very similar.
Yeah.
Number one, probably you'd love to have him as a 1B or a backup kind of a thing, but I guess that speaks to how long they've been looking to make a goaltending move, and his name has been
Is this
involved
the end
in
of
Edmonton.
I mean, good question. I think so. And you could probably ask the same of the Penguins. The Penguins are still in a race. Yeah, I guess they feel that, Stu Skinner is going to be okay. Do they find a way to move Skinner if it doesn't turn out to be that as they get close to the trade deadline? It'll all depend, or Kulak, for the same purpose, right? And, the Penguins inevitably are going to have to get younger. So they're not doing that by bringing in Stu Skinner and Kulak. But they're 2 experienced pieces that probably aren't going to hurt the Pittsburgh Penguins' chances of staying competitive either. But, I'll give Edmonton credit for one thing. We don't know how much pressure there was. We know how much pressure there was in the market to upgrade, to find a different goaltender. Well, we don't know that they've upgraded, but they certainly have a different goaltending look now. Does that appease the fan base? It'll depend on how Tristan Jarry plays. What we don't know, though, was how much pressure was on Stan Moman to make a deal. It just seemed to be every other night the story was revolving around the crease, right or wrong, fair or unfair. So, sometimes you get into the trade game as early as Bowman and the Oilers have, it doesn't work out, but you've got enough time now between now and the March 6th trade deadline to take another swing if it doesn't pan out.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because it looks to me like a deal. Was this there a month ago, 2 months ago? I feel like it would have been. I don't know that this is something that's finally come through for the Oilers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, Dean, but I had an exchange with Kyle Dubas of the Penguins maybe 2 weeks ago, and his position at that point was that he felt like Jarry was still part of the push in Pittsburgh. And I think that maybe he wanted that messaging out there in the media because the offers, frankly, weren't good enough. And I'm sure Edmonton has been circling around Tristan Jarry for quite some time. There was a report out of Edmonton not long ago that basically said the deal was done. Well, yeah, clearly that was premature at the time. And I remember, again, maybe it was around the same time going to Dubas, and he said, no, it's status quo. That might have been fishing on the part of the Penguins' perspective. So now Edmonton comes up with a package that Kyle Dubas can live with, and they make the deal happen.
As you know, we sit here and we talk an awful lot of Flames, and we were just talking about it the other day. I guess it was the first game of the week. It's going into the Sabres game. The Flames are 6-2-1 in their last 9. Jeez, what? No, you check it again. No, they are. And then 7-2-1. So it's okay. Maybe you need to. All right. Well, they're still second to last in the Western Conference. I just wonder, because now you've had a taste of some good play. They stunk at the start, but now they go on that 8-9 game stretch, and that kind of eliminates and brings you back to where you would have been if you hadn't stunk at the start of the year.
Yeah.
But I do wonder when the sobering maybe starts to hit, because I don't know how much better they can play than they've been playing. I don't think going 7-2-1 in stretches, that's not sustainable. Even the best teams have a hard time with that. I wonder, you hear American Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all of that. They've played pretty well, and they're not gaining any ground. I'm curious what the temperature might be, or might soon be in the Flames front offices.
Well, I don't think it's changed much. I don't, and I don't believe it will anytime soon. Now, sometimes when you get the trades that happened today involving the Edmonton Oilers, that can stimulate the market a little bit, but I don't really believe that applies to the Calgary Flames, because Calgary isn't going to be a buyer, unless something crazy lands in Craig Conroy's lap. I don't think the Flames are going to put themselves in that position, but they can't be a seller at this stage either, because they are still in the thick of things, even though they're near the bottom of the league. But they're going to need some help, and they are going to run out of runway here eventually. And then when you get to that place where you embrace the reality of, okay, we've played really well, to your point, and we've won X number of games. We're now at the 45 game mark of the regular season, and we haven't moved a notch in the Western Conference standings. Is that going to be enough? And it'll be post-Christmas to encourage Craig Conroy to make the bold decisions that we continue to talk about and speculate on. And that's what it's going to come down to. Or, again, let's revisit this. Or it comes down to one of the principal players, one of the key guys, like a Kardi, like Rasmus Anderson. All right. I mean, chances are he gets traded. When the right deal is presented to Craig Conroy, he'll make that trade. But what if Kardi comes to them after Christmas, early in the new year, and just says, spend time with my family, talked it over. It's your call, but if you feel like there is a deal out there where I can land with a cup contending team, then I'd be interested in that. Those are the parameters that change the position of management, I think, in Calgary.
We were talking with McLennan the other day. Just, it doesn't feel like there's that big gulf between the bottom, like the cellar dwellers, and even the wild card. Like Buffalo, they're 5 points out as we approach Christmas, even looking here in the West, which is why I think it is a little tougher for some of these teams to maybe say we're sellers. Is this unusual, or am I just having one of those, am I an old man all of a sudden in a moment? It just feels like there's not many teams that would look at it and say, oh, well, we're dead in the water. We could probably still get hot here for a week, 10 days, and be right in the thick of it.
Yeah. I mean, let's use Nashville as another example, right? For weeks we've been speculating on what Barry Trotz is going to do, and we didn't spend enough time, I guess, thinking about the big trade of Spencer Stastny. With all due respect, I mean, we're looking at Stamkos, and we're looking at Marchessault, and the Ryan O'Reilly rumors won't go away. But the Preds have played decent hockey of late. They have, and so they're right in the thick of the mess as well, where they can't truly be a seller. They can be a seller if somebody is willing to step up and overpay. And that's where we're at. And it's all standings driven. And, look, we'll see what transpires here. There's still a week or so before the holiday roster freeze, but things do tighten this year differently than other years. Yeah, you have your holiday roster freeze that lifts, but then you've got the Olympic roster freeze, which kicks in February 4th until February 22nd. So if you're a team like the Oilers, where you're a good team, you don't know that you're a top contender anymore, but you're a good team, and you want to eliminate any excuse, give the team in front of the crease a better opportunity. Okay, well, that's why you make a deal like the deals that went down today. But Toronto would love to make a trade. Montreal would love to make a trade. Vancouver is going sideways trying to find another centerman. They're obviously not available, or they're not available at a price that any of these general managers are willing to spend.
That Quinn Hughes stuff is kind of fascinating, isn't it? It's
endless is what it is. Yeah.
It just feels like all the cards are on the table for everyone, the fans, everybody to see that the guy's probably not signing there again, that the destination, the team, of course, is the perceived destination. They would love to have him because of the brothers. It just feels like it's rarely this transparent that everyone gets to see what's going on here.
Yeah, it's a wild one. And I get asked almost on a daily basis, is it more likely that Quinn gets traded in season or less likely now? How do you answer that?
Yeah,
it's impossible. If Vancouver doesn't plug some of its holes and doesn't start winning games and getting back into the thick of things, then it's plausible that he gets traded before the trade deadline. But in saying that, whoever acquires this guy is going to have to rip up their roster, or a chunk of it. Yeah. Vancouver has very specific needs. Center ice. Maybe they need a defenseman coming back, plus the futures. So I'm still kind of on the fence, and I shouldn't be, but I haven't got any information from any of the alleged participants that this deal will get done before the trade deadline. So probably more off season.
That's the hard thing too. Okay, so he wants to go to New Jersey. New Jersey'd love to have him, or any number of teams would love to have him. He's probably not going to stay. But if you're running Vancouver, that could all be well and good. Okay, so you're wanting to leave at some point. I can't take pennies on the dollar just because everyone knows the scenario. I need to somewhat hit a home run here. You're one of the best players that we've maybe ever had. You can't just okay, we'll trade you because you're going to go to New Jersey in a year. You need to make a major return on this trade.
Yeah. So this is what permeates into just the spectacle and magnitude of a trade like this one. Again, I believe that he wants to play with his brothers. Most people think that he'd be a great fit with the New Jersey Devils. But a player agent said to me this morning, and not related to either negotiation of where Quinn Hughes might go or not. Doesn't represent Quinn Hughes. Let's make that clear. But he's like, yeah, I don't know. Do you think he wants to go to New Jersey? He's the big brother. So his game isn't going to take away from him. Jack is a forward, but his brother Luke is a top power play guy for the New Jersey Devils. So does Quinn want to go in there and bump his brother out of the way? Or is he okay with going to Detroit or any other team in the Eastern Conference that is going to express some interest? I mean, that sounds a little bit of a stretch to me. I think given the opportunity to play with his two brothers, he'd do that. And I'm pretty sure Sheldon Keefe can figure out how to make it work for the two defensive brothers. But that's the kind of stuff that we peck away at as insiders and media when you've got such a sensational trade opportunity like the one that exists in Quinn Hughes.
Well, we've talked about it. I don't have a brother, so I don't know what the desire to play.
I do. Do you want him?
And Rhett doesn't like his brother, and you'd never want to play with him. You've kind of talked about that, so I don't really get it. Be like,
I have a
I'm in
brother.
Vancouver. I'm
Yeah,
in Vancouver. They're in New Jersey. This is perfect.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we can get it. We need a connecting flight to see each other. This is terrific.
I remember my brother's older than I am, but like 6 years older than I am. So I don't remember him as a hockey player. But every time the topic of playing hockey comes up, he says that they used to call him Gretzky in his earlier days. I mean, how do you even respond to that? I just look at him and go,
great.
Okay. I mean, your legs look like you're training them for a chicken. Like, I don't know. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah. I see Connor Hellebuck was on the ice this week. Surgery on the 22nd of November. It's a 4 to 6 week thing. Now, I get it.
Yeah.
The Jets are in a bad way. Where is it? I read it this morning. They have 8. What do they got? 8. It's a lot of friggin' losses. That's all you need to know. Yeah, 5 wins in their last 18 games.
Yeah.
They're not going to potentially rush a guy back because they desperately need him, are they?
No. And look, this is one of the qualities of Connor Hellebuck that I admire most. And he exudes the character and the competitiveness of an old school player. And what I mean by that is, so he's on the ice earlier this week, but he's just doing goalie movements. He's not doing much more than that. And then he amps it up a little bit and he starts taking shots, which is the next test in getting him back in. But even after him being on the ice briefly and going through again what they describe as goalie movements, he essentially went to the brass and went to the trainers and said, yeah, you know what? I feel good to go. Just get me in. Let's go. Enough of this. And they're like, hold on. No, you've got to go through a process of return here. And that's where he's at. And so when was his first practice back? Was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. Yeah. And he goes out there, fellas, and he was only supposed to go out there for like 15 minutes. He stayed the entire practice. Felt really good yesterday. And I'm told he feels good today. Now, does he feel well enough to dive into one of the weekend games? I'm not so sure about that. And the messaging I got middle of the week was that miraculously he will be good enough to go next week, early next week, middle of next week. I don't know, but this guy is old school. He pushes to get back in, and he's a goalie, and there aren't many of them around the National Hockey League. Not trying to be disrespectful, but he's a goalie. He's a player who can play with some pain. He's not afraid to play with a little bit of discomfort. So he'll be back soon.
Yeah. My words, not yours. There are a lot of goalies that unless they're just right, if there's any little thing that they are not going to be good to go. But that's 3 weeks. It's a 4 to 6, or you just wonder at some point, even though I don't know how you feel, Connor, but I am the doctor. I can't believe that you are in any shape. I know that the heart is willing, but the body cannot be ready to go back in the net 3-4 weeks after this. I guess 4 to 6 weeks. Kind of crazy to think, but just do your cord, Rhett.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There we go.
I had surgery once, and the next day I went in and I said to the trainers, I'm like, I could play. I could play today. And they're like,
love that.
You might want to throw those pills in the toilet.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay, so you'll appreciate this then. I don't know if you caught any of the Leafs game last night, but Oliver Ekman-Larsson got tangled up and got hurt in that hockey game. I mean, he struggled to get up off his knees and back on his skates, and then he essentially had to be escorted to the bench and helped to the trainer's room, right? I check in this morning, and a highly reliable source, and he says, would you believe he actually feels pretty good today? And we'll see how the day progresses. But the Oilers are in town tomorrow. He wants to play. So he's going to try and skate tomorrow and see how it works out. I mean, it looked like an ankle sprain, something along those lines to me. But there's still some tough hombres left in the NHL. There really are.
So if somebody says to you, Dregs, I have people coming over. We're hosting Christmas this year, but I'm tired of turkey. I don't do it right. We just want to do something other than turkey.
Oh yeah.
What's the recommendation from Darren?
Well, what do we talk about budget-wise here? Like, is it sky's the limit? Like, you're not afraid to throw a few dollars out there?
Yeah, we're doing
Dregs.
Yeah, we're doing it
You
ourselves.
splurge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Man, you cannot beat a beef tenderloin or a prime rib roast. You
Yeah.
can't. Now, there's some work that goes into it. It has to be prepped and cooked with attention and detail. And you cannot overcook it, or you're not getting any Christmas dinner. You overcook that bad boy by a smidge, and you should go to jail. But that would be my go-to. One of those real nice beef cuts.
Yeah, me too. I was saying a couple years ago I did one. I thought I had overcooked it, and I wasn't even good. I was like, I don't even know if I want to serve it because I'm pretty sure the meat probe was telling me something. I'm like, but I had let it sit. I had taken it out. I'm taking it out. I just said it. I cut into that son bitch.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Saved Christmas.
Yeah. Little crisp bark too.
Yeah. Are you using the meat slicer for that, or?
I haven't had the meat slicer out for a while because the boy moved, right? He went out west. So, we're still a protein couple here. There's no doubt about that. But, the excess where you got the meat slicer out, I'm actually going to Manitoba next week for a visit because he doesn't get Christmas holidays. So I'm not sure how I could do it. I guess I'm not going to pack it and put it on a plane. But inevitably, I think I'm going to gift the meat slicer to Mason Dreger in some way, shape, or form.
I love it. People are in the comments like, ask about the slicers. He still got the meat slicer.
Ah, buddy, it's too.
That's where I fall in. I don't give a shit about Tristan Jari trays. Let's talk about meat slicers. That's where we fall in.
Well, can I tell you guys a quick story?
Yeah.
And I don't know, Red, I assume as a hockey player, you had countless massages. And I don't want everybody's brains to go there. No, I'm talking about legit. You're hurt. You see the masseuse, you feel better. You got some muscle aches, pains, strains, all of that. I've had a bad back for a while now. First massage of my life this morning. First.
Yeah.
And
oh my God. Well, game changing.
Yeah.
Absolute game change. Now, she did say that, first one always feels good. Probably won't feel great tomorrow. She thinks I'm maybe 3 full massages away from being where I need to be. But she gave me the ultimate compliment. Ultimate compliment. She said, your muscles respond incredibly well to massage. I'm like, I mean,
she's upselling you,
Yeah.
Dreg. She wants you back.
What else can I say?
Yeah, it's like I'm making buns. Everything, it's just so doughy. It's just delicious.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That is exactly right. Exactly right.
Well, we'll see how you feel tomorrow. I went for a massage. I had the same thing. My back and my neck was, oh yeah, it feels good. It was one of those things where if you're taking a drink, like out of a can or something, you have to arc your back to. I couldn't even crane my neck back anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, I can absolutely. By the next day, it's,
oh no.
ooh, we're tight. I need those pills that Warner had after his surgery. I get some of those. All right, Dregs, be good. Safe trip. So next Friday, are you around? Because
what is that? It feels like that's
19th. We're doing our drinky show, so we might be. Yeah, so we'll maybe move you in the week, or I'll be in touch with you. But
let's touch base.
We'll figure it out. So, are you flying partway, or how are we doing this?
Yeah. I'll fly to Winnipeg, and then I'll rent and make the 4-hour trek, which is taking your life in your own hands. If you've ever driven that strip from Brandon to Winnipeg, I mean, all hell breaks loose there in December. So hopefully it's okay.
There's a town called Eli.
No,
and it could be July, and the road might be closed at Eli between Portage and Winnipeg. You just never know.
I know. It's very
worst.
true.
Be good, fella. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, same to you guys.
Right on. Darren Dreger, TSN Hockey Insider, our insider here on the Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating Insider Hotline. Indoor air and water quality, great packaging. You got a water softener, water filtration. That's next for me. drinking this tap water. I'm sure it's fine, but I do, like some filter, because you got that over there at the palatial estate.
That's what I've been having issues with. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Months. I changed the filters. I effed something up. People are like, "What did you do?" I'm like,
I don't know.
Change the filter.
Yeah. Where did you get these filters?
I made them. Like,
I made them back
there's a YouTube. I'm saving money. I got to pay for Christmas presents here. Right?
Yeah.
There's a YouTube station that shows you how to make them.
That's right. Crystal Waters. If it's going on in your house, they're going to help you. Residential plumbing, heating, cooling services. They are the first, as we say, something goes sideways, first thing that pops into your head, Crystal Waters, plumbing and heating. I think I got to talk to Greg. I think I'm still going to do turkey, but
is he taking your calls? Because I think you piss him off a lot. As good as the relationship is, well, you push a lot of things that he's like, dude.
He said to me, because I asked him, I said, so is it crazy busy already? Because once you get around the holidays, they will be lined up out the door, which is fine. But and a lot of times it's people who have placed their orders. They're there to pick it up. It's a well-oiled machine at Bonton. I said to him, so are you busy? It's starting. Phones are going crazy. He says 8 guys or more have either come in or called wanting the barn burner turkey. Staff are like, what are they talking about? The barn burner. Yeah, can I get the barn burner turkey? The customers don't know what they're asking for, but they heard it's great. So I just want that barn burner turkey thing. Call ahead. Jiggle. Jiggle your cord. I'm with Dregs. Just because the turkey seems to be the tradition and I love turkey and all that, doesn't mean you can't do both.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do both.
Do both.
Just do both. Don't be stupid. Don't be lazy. Get both out. I went in there this week and I loaded up another big order. Not the traditional order because it's the holiday season, but a big order for the retro. A couple boxes left at the Bonton. You think I'm just as good as that turkey stuffed breast thing we had?
Yeah.
You think I'm stopping there?
No.
No damn way.
Can't
stop.
No
damn way I'm stopping there. Where do you live, Dean?
I'm in Calgary.
Calgary what?
Alberta.
You're
Canada.
goddamn right you're in Alberta, Dean. You know what Alberta has?
We got Alberta beef.
Delicious. I said it on the Sabres broadcast the other day. Alberta beef.
Alberta beef. And we talked about it on our Thanksgiving show with Bonton. Don't worry about the turkey. It's if you're doing a regular turkey, you put it in there, you take it out. It's like, oh, it's going to get cold. Don't worry. That thing's going to hold temp for a long time. Put some foil over it and just leave it.
Hours.
As long as the gravy is hot when it comes time. If that gravy is nice and hot, you pour it on the meat, no one's going to say that your meat's cold.
Piping hot, Dean. That's what they say. Piping hot.
Piping hot gravy. Ready for the BCE today?
It's probably the highlight of every day for me.
It feels like it, yeah. Well, this one, I knew this. I wasn't going to do it today because it was only you, and I know this doesn't really turn your crank, but it's kind of food, so it's not Pinder's thing anyway, but I figured I would do it. I've brought it up on the show a little bit. It's another one of those things. So what is the BCE? It's the best Christmas ever. That's what we're having this year. How do you know it's going to be? You know how we know? Because we're making it so. We are taking the steps. There are things that you can do. Santa hats, trees, there are things you can do, and you just kind of will it into existence. You make the best Christmas ever a reality. And we've given you some tips kind of over the last, I guess this is week 2 now, dropping little things here and there. Give this a try. You should maybe try this. This is another one of the things that happens in our household. We did the nuts and bolts earlier this week, and I would guess it's either today. Well, better do some shopping if it's today or tomorrow or this weekend. We call it the Christmas crack. Now it's not, but it's because it's something that you crack once you get going. This is a sweet treat that we make in the house. So there's those are just kind of cookie sheets, pans kind of thing. You put some parchment, and that right there is melted milk chocolate. So you can put it in the microwave. Don't put it in don't put it in a saucepan and then turn it up high and then leave, because it's going to burn. And once you burn a little of the chocolate, it's just going to ruin the whole thing. What I do, I believe the terminology is, it's called a bain-marie, where you will take a pot, put a little bit of water in the bottom, and then a glass bowl that will sit kind of on top of the bowl, or on top of the pot, where it'll just kind of sit in there nice, not hitting the bottom, but just, you know what I'm saying, right? Put the chocolate in there, and then as the water will boil and heat, it's the steam that heats the glass bowl that then melts your chocolate. Then you're safe, Jack. You're not going to don't burn your damn chocolate, Jack. Can't have it.
Jack.
Can't have it.
So then you take the melted milk chocolate and you pour it onto the parchment. Take your little, whatever, maybe the back of a spoon, your rubber spatula, and you spread it out. Spread it out. Nice. Not too thick, but not too thin. You don't want to see the parchment paper underneath. Just make it nice and uniform. We're obviously doing a double batch there. So then what you're going to need to do, and it's easy right now, let that solid up. You want to put in your garage without a garage heater, put it outside, just leave it. Once it's solid, then you do layer number 2 with the white chocolate. You're going to then melt your white chocolate, and then you put the stuff on top. And it could be what do you like? Do you like, right there, we've got some broken up little Oreos. We've got some gummy bears.
Pretzels.
Sometimes pretzels, chocolate covered pretzels.
I like the pretzel move.
The festive little sweet with the salt, it's delicious. We got some mini eggs that are the Christmas colors, the M&M Christmas color. There's no rules. You put whatever it is you like, you put it on there. So melt your white chocolate, pour it on, and then drop her down. And there again, you let this come to temperature. They kind of, in my house, they kind of like it frozen. So what they'll do is we'll let it freeze, and then you bring it in, and then it's the Christmas crack. You take either the butt end of a knife or a spatula or something. That was last year's. They really loved the gummy bears, so they went over the top of the gummy bears. I'm not sure what's that. Looks like cat food or something in the middle there. Some Griswold dessert. Then you bang, 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 and it'll crack into chunks. And you'll have little kind of chunks here and there, different sizes or whatever. We will Ziploc bag it and put it in the freezer to keep it cold. You can leave it out, whatever. But that right there is the Christmas crack, the Christmas bark, whatever you want to call it. But there again, Retro, it's delicious and everyone enjoys it. They love it. But it's the family time. It's the loved ones around you. It's the booze that you're taking in as you're making the crack. That's what it's about.
All the memories.
Yes.
After you do, no, don't.
Why do you put that on there? It's too many. It's too many pretzels.
The fellas are really working away.
That's good,
Christopher. Now, I'm not a sweets guy to begin with.
That's right.
I like the Christmas crack, but I'm curious how they eat the frozen gummy bear.
It'll be kind of one of those things. So you either chew it or you kind of let it linger in there for a little bit. You let it hang around right in there, like these packets you guys all got going. You fire it in there, roll it around a little bit. Yeah, that's good.
Takes a hell of a toothpick to get that out.
Yeah. Last year, I think there's different types of chocolates and stuff like that. But that white chocolate I used last year, I think it was, I forget what it was a little too sweet.
Too sweet?
It was a little too sweet because then you got the sweet in the bottom and you got the sweet there and there's some, like there's no question. It's a sweet treat.
It's a sweet treat.
And
you're right about the white chocolate. It can be very sweet.
It can be very sweet. And
I actually don't know if it's even chocolate.
Can you throw that back on there, Jack? The one where I have the chocolate bars. And I don't want to get any chocolate companies upset with me here.
Hey, you'll eat it.
But I actually found, there you go, the Lindor, which everybody, like the little Lindors that come wrapped in everyone you love those. So I'm like, I'm going with that. That's awesome. It was very thin. It was a thin consistency once it was melted. And it's also maybe a little more sweet than so go for just more of a thicker bar of white chocolate would be my recommendation.
Well, and if you're going to buy me some Lindor, buy me the coconut one. I really like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's not the same as another melted chocolate buttery treat, is it?
Because I'm trying to think of which one.
The shoveler made one with like some graham crackers or something.
Oh,
it's a similar process. It felt like.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Well, I know she makes a hell of a bunt cake.
She got great buns.
That bunt cake was delicious. God,
it's a good cake, Jack.
Yeah.
You should come over, have some.
So next week is the final week because today's Friday. So 5 more. I've got a few in the chamber.
You could go on forever because this is your season.
It kind of is, yeah. I wish you were always this happy, Dad. What the hell does that mean?
What are you talking about? I'm not.
Yeah. No, I don't want to put you on the spot because I did it yesterday, but I said we were going to do it today.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot.
Yeah, I know. So I thought maybe I'd throw it out there and then we'd do the thing, and then because people are going to want to know Rhett's top 5 Christmas carols. So why don't you can give some thought to it, but I'd also like you to kind of pay attention to the Pinder report because I'm flying solo here today. But
look at Patter. Colin Patterson is just hounding me.
What does he want?
Bugger off, Patterson. It's Christmas season. Yelling at me on a text message. I'm working. Grow up.
Come on, Patter. Can't you see we got serious stuff going on here? I mean, look at us.
You're ruining Christmas.
You think we got time to take a phone call from you?
You're ruining Chris. Oh, wait.
Ruining feels maybe harsh, but let's do the Pinder report. Presentation of Village Honda, located in the Northwest Auto Mall, online villagehonda.com. The Honda Prelude. Everybody that was one of the hottest selling cars, I think, back when we were younger. Everybody had them, and I found it was there were some attractive ladies that would drive a Prelude.
There was a really wonderful lady that had a Prelude in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Not to say it's a girl car, but it just happened. That's how it happened to shake down. It's not a bad thing. It's the legendary sports coupe, been reimagined as a hybrid, expertly balancing performance, a smooth ride, and efficiency. It's electrified, this Prelude. The ultra smooth, responsive, and fuel efficient Honda 2-motor hybrid electric system found in the hybrid models. Find the Prelude. Learn more with Village Honda and villagehonda.com. We start out with Flames Nation, as we always do. They're putting, it doesn't matter. No game yesterday? No. Game today? No. Got stuff there? Damn right. The Wranglers took it on the chin by the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Paige Seward has the story there. And Riley's got it. What's going on in the Pacific Division? That's what go to flamesnation.ca and find out. Riley Delaney. Got all the details there. Flames news. They are going to California and are going to take on the Kings at the crypto.com. Is it still the crypto thing down there? It seems weird. Always seemed weird. It'll be an 8:00 start. I think I'm doing warmies tomorrow. Excited about that?
Warmies? Always a hit.
Yeah.
Huge in my house.
So I'll be doing warmies, I believe. Tomorrow's Christmas party season. That Mike Gould, he's got to go out and shake his stuff around. So we'll let him do that. Kings on Saturday, the Ducks on Tuesday, both 8 p.m. starts. They then return home. Seattle, Vegas, and a quick jump, just like Pinder, up to Edmonton for an overnighter, and then it's their little Christmas break. That is the scoop. We can take a look at the standings, I guess, in the West and see where we're at as we head in. It was a big night last night. We'll walk through the schedule for you, what took place. But there you have it. Vegas, just doing Vegas things. They continue to lead the Pacific, tied with the Anaheim Ducks, but they have played one less game. In the Central, Colorado is no fun. They've played 31 games. They've lost twice in regulation. 9 altogether. That's not many. I can tell you that.
9.
And the Oilers move into the wild card. San Jose sitting there as well. The undercard, the below line, that's where you find the Flames and the Canucks. There it is, 28 points, tied with Nashville. Nashville wins last night. They've got a couple games there. Vancouver's in a bad way. They're in the bottom. Utah struggled. Winnipeg might be great news if all of a sudden they are getting Hellebuck back. We'll find out. But that's a story there. Then in the East, the playoff picture, the Leafs lost last night to the San Jose Sharks. They continue to struggle just a wee bit. The New Jersey Devils, they're kicking it around as well. Not ideal right now. There it is. Carolina, Washington in the Metro. Tampa going to be without Victor Hedman for a little bit. He's on the IR. Boston won in Winnipeg last night. They're tied for the tops in the Atlantic. Philly and Jack's Penguins. But they got that new goaltender coming in, Jackie boy. They got that new goaltender coming in. Let's take a look. It is, we talked about it with Dregs. It's the news of the day. The Edmonton Oilers have finally made a goaltender trade. Is it an upgrade? That is it's the only question, really, that needs to be asked. It's Stuart Skinner, defenseman Brett Kulak, and a second rounder in 2029 off to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Tristan Jarry and Sam Poulin. And Poulin's in the American Hockey League. So that's what he's all about. As a Penguin and as an Oiler observer and watcher, Jack, what is your report card on this trade?
Well, I know I'm a Penguins homer, but I don't know how they lost this trade at all. Like, Jarry has this year 2 years left at like $5 million. Like, they're just trying to get out from him. So they accomplished that. Skinner's expiring at the end of this year. And they've got young goalies. I don't want to even try and pronounce their names because I can't say them right.
Oh.
But they're going to get them. I don't even know if Skinner's going to play on the Penguins, to be honest.
Well, what do they have now? I mean, they're going to need someone to
Seelovs and their younger guy. I don't want to even try and say his name.
Okay, fair. I won't.
But he's played some games this year. He's been really strong in the A, so I think they want to get him in.
I will be curious to see what Skinner will be like when he's finally out from under the heat lamp, because he's only known that. From the time he stepped in, the Oilers the pressure was on. It was McDavid needs a cup and signing contracts and all that sort of thing. There's been no opportunity for him to take some lumps without being crucified for it. But I'm kind of with you. You get a second rounder. I think they're going to miss Kulak. I know they made another trade, and I guess we can look at that one now. That's the one with the Nashville Predators.
Can't you trade Kulak for?
You can do all of those things. You can trade Skinner. You can trade Kulak. So I'm with Jack. I get every reason why it makes sense for the Penguins. The question is, are the Oilers?
I don't know that. I mean, I think the Oilers feel like they have to make a stab at it. I just don't know if they've improved. I mean, time will tell, I guess.
Yeah.
But, oof.
Third rounder for Spencer Stastny. He is a defenseman. 25, 9 points this year in 30 games. As Dreg said, he's not a point guy, but if he can step in where Kulak was and give them as good play, then you see how the trade starts to come together. But yeah, it's a second, it's a third for Spencer Stastny and Tristan Jarry. That doesn't have the feel of Jordan Binnington or any of these other goalies that we'd heard. I said it to Dregs. It just feels like, so this is the one that was worth the wait for the Edmonton Oilers. I don't know.
Is the timing of it okay though? Like I think the Penguins have I mean, again, if Jarry comes in here and closes the door, they're going to go, yeah, that was brilliant. But Dregs also said it's early enough. If it's not working out, can they turn?
There is that,
corner?
sure. Well,
you know what I mean?
I guess that's it, like Jack said. It's what's the money? How's that going to work if he's a $5 million guy? Cap's going up, but still, that's a $5 million goaltender who was on waivers, as he had said, and it's 5.375, obviously this year, and then 2 more.
Yeah, they're committing to him for a couple years. Like, you could have used that money in the offseason to bring in one of those elite goalies.
They can do another trade, but
yeah,
this is this feels like it might be the move. Maybe it works out great. Hey, remember Dwayne Rollison went in there and he was awesome? Maybe this is what it is. They brought in Rollison because they needed a guy and needed to make a change. Rollison took him all the way to Game 7. Speaking of Game 7, you know what? That's a good. We could jump there. Remember, Oilers were in the Cup final in a Game 7 in, I believe it was 2006 against the Carolina Hurricanes. Now I'm trying to remember because we had Mike Commodore in the studio and he was talking about going to there was going to be a reunion of that team, the Carolina Hurricanes Cup. And I remember he was kind of being polite. He was saying, it's coming in. But I don't know if they were paying for their own flights or they had to he was trying to be delicate about it, but it felt like it's kind of okay. It's kind of nice. The Hurricanes had their 20th anniversary championship celebration. It was from December 7th to 9th down in Raleigh. They brought in all the Cup winners and the coaches, and they had an alumni game against North Carolina State. This, of course, was the franchise's first major sport. It's big deal. Big deal down there. Tom Dundon, the billionaire owner of the Hurricanes. And here's some of the shots. Rod the Bod, he, of course, is coaching there. He could still play. Probably still throw the gear on. He still got the gear. There's Rod the Bod, looking good. No shoulder pads. Don't need them. There's Eric Stahl getting dressed up to play the college team. Ray Whit. You know what? Yeah, then Glenn Wesley. Remember Glenn Wesley?
Yes.
There he is.
Old Boston Bruin.
He's got the old gear. That's the old Bauer, or the Bauer Nike stuff. When that's some old gear he's got there. And I guess it just and then, they did win the Cup. Ray Whitney.
The Razor.
There's Razor.
The Wizard, I guess. The
Wizard. Yeah. And they played this game and it just kind of struck me as weird. And then I started to think, so there's Stahl. He's got a white lid. Did he play with Florida near the end? He's got probably his old pants from Florida. So I guess there's Andrew Ladd. He won the Cup there. Got some Islander gloves or some black pants on. And
why does he have Flames gear?
Well, that's my thing. Could they not put?
No, they don't. I went to that thing in Florida at the All-Star game. It was like, bring your own shit. Whatever you got, that's what you get, because we're not giving you the. It's funny because it's almost like they'll spend. It's $1 billion business.
Yes,
they're spending hundreds of millions, but that equipment and a stick, no chance. You
don't have 15 pairs of pants.
Nope, can't have it.
You can't plan ahead and order in pants and. I just.
Honestly, that's where they go cheap. You know what? It's Depot's fault.
Is it? I'm not saying, you know what? Maybe you don't even keep it. Just say, hey, we're going to donate it to charity or give it, and then don't give it, like lie or something.
Shit if you have to make some money.
Look at Commie's pants.
That's the pair of pants I just threw away. I'm not joking. Flames alumni is great. They give you shit.
They are great. And I'm sure if Commie needed a pair of pants, it just struck me as weird that you have a 20-year celebration of your Stanley Cup, and you've got it looks like a ragtag bunch of beer leaguers out there. Put some fellas, put some pants and put some gear on these guys.
You don't get to be a billionaire, Dean, by wasting dough.
I guess. What the hell do I know? Okay, well, yeah. So last night NHL kind of run through. There was a lot last night. Did you watch any hockey last night? Oh, if you got some. Okay, yes. It's like the. So is that graham cracker on the bottom?
Yeah, it's almost like a score bar.
It's like a score bar. Delicious. And you don't like sweets?
I like this one.
What a shame. It's very good. Yeah. I know some people have used soda crackers. Like they don't crumble them up. They just kind of use the soda cracker. Not as good. My mother-in-law would use the crackers because then you don't need to use butter. So it's better. It's not as, but it's, yeah. So it's not as bad for you. Thus not as good.
Yeah. They kind of go hand in hand.
Don't hate butter.
Butter's not the evil.
Butter is your friend. We might have some big butter news coming up in 2026, bud.
God, I hope so. I love butter.
Yeah.
So good.
Too. I love everything about butter. I love the kind of that foil paper that it's wrapped in. Like that's where are you getting that? Only on butter. And I'm sure it's because it's, there's probably some to keep the grease in or whatever. It's probably a protective thing. But when you slide open and you fold open the edges and peel back a brand new brick of butter.
Whoa.
What's going on?
There's a lot of action in here. What are you
Yeah.
doing now? Well, this one's good too, Dino. This one's good too.
What do we got there?
This is it's a minty topping with the brownie bottom there. Oh, it's got that green booze in it. I don't know what the hell that shit's called, but
Really?
oh yeah.
It sounds lame, but and it could be a BCE, but it's not really. I don't know that any of us would probably do it. Now you can go and buy stuff, but they have the bake exchange.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, so there's 10 of us. We're gonna get together for a bake exchange. So you pick your little score dealie there. Make 10 batches of that. Take all 10 to the thing. I mean, 9, I guess, because you keep one for yourself. And then everybody else brings some. You take one of each. So you've baked 10 of you got all kinds of stuff.
I like that move. We were in Cochrane the other day at the rink, and they had a little, it wasn't an exchange. They were selling.
Yeah.
Ooh, ladies, you did a fine job.
So then when you have people popping over, because people do love to pop over during the holiday season, well, I would just pull a little dainty tray for you. Oh, did you make these yourself? Oh, we had a little bit. What? Yep. Wild beat the Stars 5-2. Dallas's 11-game point streak is over. Rupe Hintz had to be helped off the ice late in the third. Not good. The Bruins beat the Jets 6-3. David Pasternak, a 4-point night. He has 7 points in 2 games since coming back from injury. Big night for Morgan Geekie. His parents, old Craig Geeks. Old Geeks was in the crowd. 3 helpers. Charlie McAvoy. Remember he had that face meat injury, took the puck to the jibs.
Yeah, no good, Dean.
He came back 24-16 in ice after missing 11 games. Jets have lost 5 of 6. And as we said, 5 wins in their last 18 games. The final game for Stuart Skinner as an Oiler was a victory. He made 27 saves and a 4-1 win. Avs over the Panthers, 6-2, 10 straight home wins for Colorado. They're showing no signs of slowing down. How about those Sabres? First regulation road win since April 1st, Rhett.
How about
it's been a long time? April 1st.
All that shows me is the commitment that the Canucks are showing to what they're trying to achieve. And I think the rest of the league should stand up and take notice.
They've lost 6 of 7, have the Canucks. It's great work. It's impressive. The Sharks beat the Leafs in overtime. Wenberg OT winner 3-2. Kucherov 4 points for the Lightning as they beat the Devils 8-4. Our buddy Jacob, old Jakob Markstrom, 3-on-7 was pulled halfway through the first period. Devils 1-6 in their last 7 games. Not ideal. Islanders over the Ducks. Bo Horvat, we were talking about him earlier this week, tied for 4th in the league in goals with 19. He was injured, left the game, did not return. It was a 2-goal night for Mark Stone. The second one coming in OT. Vegas beat the Flyers 3-2. Penguins, 3rd straight loss, Jack.
Yep.
But they got rid of that Tristan Jarry.
They got rid of Jarry. He
took
shits
the loss
last night.
Yeah, he was the shits. Carolina 3-2. Anywhere, did they wear the same gear? Did they wear all the same pants, or is it ragtag as well? 3-2 beat the Caps in a shootout. Senators, 2 goals from Stützle. They win. Stamkos had a 4-goal night for Stammer. Still got it, Rhett. He still got it. 7-2.
You can shoot it, Dean.
Still got it. That's last night's sked. There's a whole bunch of games. However many that is. 7, 6, 7,
so many games.
17 or something. Only 2 tonight. A quiet slate. Chicago's in St. Louis to play the Blues, and Seattle is at the Utahs. Bad news for young Logan Cooley, young star forward for the Mammoth. Crashed into the net earlier this, I guess maybe last week. Crashed into the net, knee injury. He's going to miss a couple months. So, not a very Merry Christmas for that young fellow, unfortunately. Talked about the Oilers trade. Word is, Jack, that maybe Calgary native Matt Dumba will be the guy to hit waivers to make room for Brett Kulak.
I did see that.
Would you be sad to see Dumba leave?
He hasn't been playing a ton, so no. I think
right.
he's past his prime.
Gotcha.
He's a hell of a player for a while there.
He was a very good player.
Sucks. Getting old, Dean. You know what he might need?
What's that?
Investment.
Probably could. Yeah, he probably could figure it out. Coming up in the new year, Dreg's talking. There's an Olympic break, and the Olympics are coming, and they're going.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're supposed to be going to Cortina, whatever that is, going over to Cortina to play the Olympics, and the players are excited. The players want to go to the Olympics. They want to be in the Olympic Games, and we saw at the Four Nations deal there. They were invested. There's not going to be any fights. You can't fight the Olympics and that sort of thing, but it's going to be U.S. Canada, very highly anticipated. This ad dropped recently, teeing up the games.
All right, Team USA, listen up. Whoa, I just got chills. You guys feel that? It's an honor to speak to you all before you head off to the Olympics. You're going to Milan to bring home the biggest prize of all.
Canadian tears.
Yeah. Exactly. Wait, what? What did Canada do?
Stuff.
But they're usually so polite.
Not anymore.
Really? No. Are we sure we can't just hug it out? No. Go get them, boys.
Nah, they're getting rid of Canada tears. Fuck you, Eichel. Sure.
Yeah.
Dick.
Did we get insurance on our travel for
our trip coming up? I'm not sure.
Yeah, in February, because if it's canceled, we'll probably want to.
Yeah. Well, we can cover the other games.
I guess. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like
we're not strictly hockey. We know all sports.
Yeah, the expectation
look at our football picks.
Cover the men's games, or the men's hockey, that sort of thing. No, I think the trip's still on.
Okay,
still
I love volleyball.
Yep. Thursday night football last night. Did you watch any football?
No, actually, I had it on, and while I was doing my puzzle.
BCE, love it. Yeah, it was on. I was kind of, is that Kyle Pitts? That can't be right. The Atlanta Falcons, 29-28 comeback win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Atlanta trailed 28-14 in the fourth quarter, but rallied behind Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Kirk.
Because, of course.
See, Phil Rivers is going to crush it.
He's going to do it. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns to Pitsy. And the Falcons capped the comeback with a game-winning field goal as the game came to an end. So tough one for Tampa. They go to 7-7. It complicates things a little bit. Atlanta's not. They're 5-9, so whatever. But Todd Bowles, head coach of the. Honestly, this is the truth. I had to go like 2 or 3 layers deep to make sure that this wasn't AI. I feel confident as we play this for you that this is legitimate post-game coverage from Todd Bowles.
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. It gotta fucking mean something to you. It's more than a job. It's your fucking livelihood. How well do you know your job? How well can you do your job? Well, you can't sugarcoat that shit. It was in the fucking excusable, and there's no fucking answer for it. There's no excuse for it. That's what you tell them in the locker room. Look in the fucking mirror.
That's something. That man's getting fired. I love it. He is going to be fired. He knows it. Clearly, he.
I would keep him now if I was the owner. I'm like,
damn right. Yeah,
this guy's problem. He's right. Look,
that would be quite a statement when you come out today. And Todd Bowles received a 3-year extension as head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes.
And because the question was, what do you say? What's the message in the locker room? So it's not like it was an awful question necessarily that set him off. He was pissed.
Should be.
Yeah. How big of a lead do you need on Kirk Cousins in the fourth quarter to hold on and win?
He'll get you. He's a gunslinger, Dean.
Yeah. And it is the Pinder report. And even though Ryan isn't here, we love Phil Rivers. We can't get enough Phil Rivers.
We talked about him lots yesterday.
Talked about him lots. And you know what? We're not done talking about him. He's 44. He's a grandpa, and we love him.
Ron! Hey, Ron! Hey, Ron!
Hey, Ron. What's up?
Good seeing you. All right? Why do we do timeout? Timeout! Ron, that's too bad. Hey, Ron, don't roll your eyes at me. Don't roll your eyes at me. That's so Xavier. Ron! Hey, Ron! Third down. Shoot. Crap. Damn. Gosh, that should have been huge. Dadgummit. Yes! What are you saying? I can't wait here. Woo! 90-yard touchdown! 90-yard touchdown!
Hey, 17, you see, I ain't talking, right? Stay humble, bro.
You know he's right.
Stay humble,
I
cuz.
can say my I can be excited.
Yeah, but don't do that by my ear. Don't do it by my ear. Now.
I will do it by your ear. I will do it by your ear. No.
Hey,
That's what I do.
I will do it by your ear.
Right.
Jiggle the cord.
He shouldn't allow himself to be mic'd.
Well, yeah, on that one there, I think it was the other guy that was mic'd. But yeah, and then I think he forgets. Like, oh, shoot. Forgot I'm mic'd. I don't know how, because I feel like you'd like the guy. But then it's when he's kicking the dirt and going, dadgummit, dang it. Be like, I can't be friends with this guy. What the hell are we doing here? What are we talking
If I'm
about?
hanging with this guy, I'm in the nerd crew. I got to get past this guy.
I know. That's the Pinder Report today. A presentation of Village Honda. Get winter ready. They have the used SUV event, and it's all makes and models, different prices, different 1 year old, few years old. They're going to get you in behind they're going to get you in the driver's seat. And I feel like today is kind of one of those days where it's like, yeah, maybe we should probably think about upgrading our vehicle. That's probably enough. Let's do that. I said it's good. It's good test driving weather. You wouldn't think it is, but if you want to know how the vehicle is going to react when you need it most, today's the day.
Today is the day.
Today is the day. Want to remind you about Vina Nova. We started the show talking and complaining about, oh, geez, gifts. I don't know what we're going to do. How are we going to do this? Good. Vina Nova's there for you. It's that time of year. Justin taking care of you. Huge thanks for the massive prize. I reached out to him yesterday to coordinate him with the winner of our Top Shelf Elf auction. He's like, oh, same guy that won last year. Return business. Is there any better indicator as to whether or not you're doing good things? The same guy that won the auction last year is like, I'm doing that again this year. Vina Nova, lab-grown diamonds. They are perfection. They are made in a lab, unlike the things that you dig out of the ground. Maybe they're good quality. Maybe they're not quality. Here, it is pristine. It is the same chemical structure as a real as an earth mine diamond thing. And the savings, you can get 50, 60, sometimes 75% less than what you'll pay for an earth mine diamond. They're at the beautiful Market Mall. It's starting to bustle, but even now,
today might be a good day too.
Yeah, you'll find some parking. You'll find some parking there. Don't you worry. You get over there, you'll be just fine. Vina Nova, Calgary's leader in lab-grown diamonds, and they're waiting for you. They are waiting to save Christmas, much like the BCE and us. Vina Nova's there with their earrings and necklaces, bracelets, all kinds of stuff to help save Christmas this year. We'll do some football picks. How do you feel about your top five, your top five Christmas carols? Are we Jiggle?
There's a lot of quality Christmas carols out there.
There are.
So this is very difficult to narrow.
Jiggle?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
What am I doing here?
Okay, go.
Go?
Kind of. I think,
Go?
Yes. No. Jesus Christ.
B.
This is so on brand.
No. Is it up by the mic?
Good?
Yes.
Oh, it is up here.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, it's hard to pick a Christmas carol. There's too many good ones.
There's so many good ones, Rhett.
There's so many good ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few. That Run, Rudolph. Always gets me excited.
Run, Rudolph. Now, who is that again?
Well, that's the other thing with the Christmas song.
Yeah.
Everybody does them. I almost went with albums.
I don't mind that. Next week.
Next week.
Yep.
Well, I've got one album in there. So
Okay.
Run Run Rudolph, Little Drummer Boy, Kenny and Dolly. Put it on. Love Kenny and Dolly. That's the album. What was the other one?
I believe the Kenny and Dolly is Once Upon a Christmas is what it's called. But yeah, if you just go Kenny Dolly Christmas, you're going to be fine.
You're going to find it.
Yep.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. I'm not even sure that's the name of the song, but you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. And you know it and love it. And you know I know it and love it.
That's right.
Feliz Navidad. I gotta wish you Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we will hear Feliz Navidad year round. Yeah. I was wondering where Rhett's Nuts Roasting on an Open Fire, the
That's
Christmas
for
song.
the
would
Friday edition next week.
come. Yeah, okay. That is
Yep.
next week.
I've got a little skit planned. Right.
Nice.
That fire behind you is too big.
Yeah. There you go. That's Rhett's Top 5. Like that. Like that a lot. We'll do our football picks. They are I almost wonder if they'd be like, I'm fine with you guys talking about picks. Just please don't say they're presented by Bet365 because then it feels like that's an endorsement of your prowess in picking games, and we're terrible at it. I don't know why we're so bad at it.
I had a bad week. I went with vitamins last week, and I went with vitamins this week, and then I realized I can't go with vitamins, so I don't even know what.
Oh dear. Jiggle. It's a presentation of Bet365 game props, player props, totals, the money line, whatever your bet is. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app, get into the game. Must be 19 or older. And the thing of it is, we've been saying this. You go into the Bet365 app, you're like, geez, they've got a bunch of things that are already built there that you can select from. Or if you go in and you start looking at different props and that, they'll have, here's what's happened in the last 5 weeks. Was this guy going to have an anytime touchdown? Well, he had one last week, one the week before, two the week before that. They'll be able to kind of take you to school and show you what's going on. This is a spoiled rich prick from Edmonton with his picks of the week.
All right, I was just at the Hippo Tank. I got updates. Detroit looked fucking bagged. They were just... Anyway, we got NFL picks, so let's get there. Okay, so Moon really likes -7.5. The Bears at home against Cleveland. Myles Garrett having a year. The Bears been very good. So -7.5. Chicago against Cleveland. Stauffer loves Eagles 11.5. A lot of points, laying all the points. Why would you do that? Because they're playing the Raiders, who are dog shit. And I got a little sneaky thing Jack might like. Jackie boy, read your book, Jack. I'm going to take Cincinnati +2.5 against the Ravens, who have been dog shirt. They looked awful last week. So Joe Burrow, going to be good. Those are my picks. Again, to recap, Chicago -7.5. We got Eagles -11.5. And we're going to take in Cincinnati +2.5.
Do you think it crossed his mind to maybe do the picks before he was blind?
Well, what I was going to... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
He does have children with him, right? Like, he's
Yeah, it's a kids trip.
Yeah, okay.
Kids tournament. Look at, yeah. Hey, Dad, can we go? When's the pizza come?
Water slide? Yeah. Eat your salad.
Have your beans. Some bean salad in the fridge. Guy's got a problem.
Can't order pizza. We brought a cooler full of beans.
Yeah. But didn't we bring a cooler food? It's full of beer. And what I like for 365 is no alcohol, no swearing. Thanks, Ryan. You're great. The worst.
All right, there they are.
There they are.
I had vitamin C picks to start the day. And then Jack made me realize that Buffalo Bills, there's no C in that word.
Nope.
So I had to make a quick pivot. I'm going Buffalo because I got to go Buffalo.
You got to go Buffalo.
This might be the game of the weekend, actually. Going to be one hell of a match. Buffalo versus the Patriots in Foxborough. Woo! What a challenge.
Yeah.
Go Bills. Cincinnati playing well. I'm with Pinder on that one. Going to take out the Ravens, who I don't know what they are. Can't decide. But I like Burrow coming back. I think he's playing well. They could have beat the Bills last week in Buffalo, so they'll beat the Ravens this week. The Rams, Detroit. Detroit, to me, don't have it this year. Something's missing. Rams are going to make a statement. Denver, another good squad. Take the 2 points. And just, to get into the Christmas season, I'm going to get on the Jack train and go with the Steelers on the Monday Nighter. Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday,
Thanks,
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Thank you
that's
very
good.
much.
So with the vitamin C, how far had you gotten?
I sent Chargers, Chiefs, but I think they're playing each other. Cardinals,
Commanders,
Commanders,
Cowboys. Yeah. There's
And
5.
you're like, I can't do this. This is terrible.
It's no good.
Well, and vitamin B didn't work out so well.
No.
Really did it.
No. No, it did not. And you know what? And you forgot about the Bills altogether. I just wonder, is that a bad omen?
While it's not good, I'm skeptical on the Bills overall. I think they're one of those okay teams, but their defense isn't good enough Allen's good. They've got no receivers. They got a great running back. Their O-line's good, and the rest of it is very ho-hum.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. What are you going to do? Here's what we got today. I've tried all kinds of strategy. It's 36, 46, 5. But today, we're coming back. Now, I know what you say. Oh, you can't pick against your team. I'm not picking against my team. The Bears win this football game. But the over-under between the Browns and the Bears is 39 points. The weather is supposed to be brutal in Chicago this weekend. I'm basing this only on Mother Nature. Are either of these teams going to run away and win by more than a touchdown? I just don't think so. I think the Bears win it, but I think it's going to be south of 7. So I'm going to give the Bears give the Browns their 7.5 points. Look at all of us. Are we all in Cincy? That's the show. That's the show bet this week.
Show
There
pick.
it is.
2.5 at home against the Ravens. We'll take the points. Philadelphia against the Raiders. I just think the Raiders are garbage. I think the Eagles defense is good. It's again 38.5. Awful weather game. This just feels like Eagles running away.
Portnoy's not a fan of the Ravens either.
Yeah. Bit of a get right spot maybe for the Eagles. And with this Detroit team, I'm with you. They're hard to figure, but I'm going to take points. I'm just going to take points. That's all I'm doing here. +6 on the road against the Rams.
I like it. Boom.
Thanks, Jack.
All right, boys. I'm taking the Indy +13.5 against Seattle. I know you two aren't very excited for this, but this is a must-win for Indy. Keep the season alive. It's a lot of points.
A must win or a must cover or keep it with
It's a must-win for them, but I think the 13.5 is a lot. I don't think they win, but it's a lot of points. So I will take them here against Seattle. Rhett, your Bills. I refuse to believe the Patriots are a Super Bowl contending team. The last time they lost was my Steelers, so I'll take them -1. Cincinnati with you guys. I don't think Baltimore is very good. Detroit, must-win game. They need this one to keep their playoff hopes alive. I'll take them +6. Pittsburgh at home. Miami traveling to Pittsburgh. Tua sucks in the cold weather. I'll take Pittsburgh -3. And then Carolina playing New Orleans. They can take sole spot of that division. They get 2.5 here. I'll take Carolina.
So with these picks, are these heartfelt, or is this math where you're at 24 and 30? If I do 6
I do
picks,
6.
Oh, I see.
Right to 5 hundo.
Yeah, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough because I'm not sure you're really feeling all these picks or not.
I'm not. I decided that I needed 6 picks, and these are the 6 I came up with.
It's honesty, folks.
Yep.
You got to admire it, or at least respect it.
Good luck, Jack.
Bet365. Those are our picks. They probably shouldn't be yours. Game props, player props, totals, and the money line. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on the game. Could be a good football watching weekend.
It's supposed to stay cold all weekend.
I
mean,
just
it's already Friday.
It's already Friday. It's FF Friday, you know. No, it's not. It's not as bad. Even by tomorrow, will still be chilly, like a high.
Well, then I'll leave the house then.
A high of 0. But we'll be all right by Sunday, Monday. Get some of those warm westerly winds blowing in. We're gonna make it, Rhett. We're gonna make it. Next week, Friday, we've got our Barn Burner Holiday Spirits show.
I hope it's not Flat Fuck Friday then.
No, I hope it's, we don't need that. We need some energy, festivities.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the regular show, sort of, and then we'll do the Holiday Spirits show. Full disclosure, just to kind of keep all of the sponsors away from any problems.
We don't want to sponsor the Spirits show.
No. They're lined up to do it. Man, we've had to turn down a lot of money.
No, we just do it for fun and our own.
We're not in it for money.
Mm-mm.
It's for the booze. That's why we do it. We should probably do some of this. Yeah. It's the Super Chat. Super Chat for the Youth Centers of Calgary. Raising money for a great cause. You're in the chat. You put money down. We show you on the show and then do the donation in your behalf. Working man. Hey, working man. Does McJudas and the Hippo Tank F-heads really think Jerry is going to fix anything? Hashtag Oilers still suck. I've only heard from one mouth-breathing Oiler fan, and it was you got to do something, so it's something. So, yeah, it's good. Okay. I didn't give up a first, so that's good.
For Tristan Jarry, you didn't give up a first? Wow. Way to go.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But I think if it's truth serum time, it was like, this is not UC Saros coming in here or...
We haven't upgraded. We're taking a stab at someone is all and they've lost assets to do it.
It's change for change. And I guess in a way Noodles said it for a long time. They may just make me do something to just say they've done something to change the tone, because as long as Skinner was in there, I think Noodles said it 2 days ago. He could win 5 or 6 in a row. You let in one bad goal. We're never going to win with this guy.
Yeah.
That's just where it's at with him. So
it's 100%.
Yeah. So they're probably right. Team Eats. 20K special Boomers cooking show has to wear all of those aprons from yesterday throughout the show. Well, we're not doing this for the money. That's where it's not about money. It's for the kids. That's why can't be bought over here. Not for sale. Now for 20K, are you talking like
how long a show?
He's talking about our subscribers.
Oh,
1,000, not.
No, we're not saying it's not likely. Teammates, probably not going to happen. But never out of the realm, I suppose. There you go. That is it for the Super Chats today. Appreciate you. Stay warm, everybody. And we're back next week. It's the countdown to Christmas. It continues. More BCE. Rhett's top 5 Christmas albums. Christmas hats, treats, celebrations, holiday cheer. Woo!
And I don't read the comments very often, but I just read one, and someone was trying to say that Jari's actually really good. And go ahead and be an Oilers fan, please, but don't.
276
Don't bring it to.
Yeah, no, you're right. He's going to be great.
Yeah, go get him.
I just said in the chat.
Jersey.
I love this. I think this is a great trade. I'm a big fan of it. Well done. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Jack, how was the show today?
Great show. I got a lot going on at home here today. My roommate is sick as a dog. I'm starting to feel like shit. I got the whole family back. So I might just hide in my room for the next 3 days. I don't really know.
Go get a Myers cocktail injection.
Say that again?
A Myers cocktail injection.
What is that?
It'll juice up your blood with all the vitamins and minerals you need to fight off that nasty cold that's about to take you down and ruin the drink.
Where does one get one of that?
Yeah, and where do I?
Any naturopath or IV clinic.
You know those, Jack.
Yeah. I'm sure
slide on over.
I can figure it out.
Or
I'd
come to
like to
my
get some cranberry cocktail. Sure. Sit down, sir. Appreciate you, buddies. See ya.